Hello, my name is Oluwatosin. Today I'll be sharing something very, very important on this episode, and that is the big difference between practice and rehearsal. These two guys are two different entities. They are brothers, they look so identical, but they do two different things. And many times there is a lot of misconception about these two guys. Let's talk about practice. Practice is rehearsing a particular thing over and over and over again. How does that work in our own space as musician, either singer or an instrumentalist? Practice means you are picking an important phrase or an important section of a song and you are doing it over and over and over again without doing any other thing in addition. What do I mean? Let's take an example of I was listening to a song, and in that song they did something like oh, 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 oh. That is all I am doing as a practice. I'm not doing any other thing. Why am I doing that? It's to gain mastery over that particular thing. You'll see that eventually by the time you want to do it as a performance, it is so flawless because you've done it over and over and over again. So when you are practicing, it can be very, very boring because you are doing something over and over and over again. But one of the things that holds practice is consistency. So if you are an instrumentalist and you want to practice, so all you might want to do is just your skill. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. If that is all you want to do, that is what practice is. Let's talk about rehearsal. So you ask me, so what is now rehearsal? Rehearsal itself is now talking about the creative side of you. It's also a musical activity, but at this point in time, you can be able to explore so many other things in the space of your rehearsal. Can we have this particular phrase? Can we have this particular thing? Let's have this particular instrumentation. Let's develop another instrumentation. Let's pull this, let's put that together. And rehearsal can be individual and can be collective. So that is why you have choir rehearsals. So what you do during choir rehearsals in church is to come together either to plan for Sunday, midweek service, or upcoming events. The delivery, the harmony, the melody, the instrumentation, the intro, the interlude, the outro, the modulation, every other thing, you are bringing it into a space of rehearsal. That is what rehearsal is for. The long and short of this episode is that when you are rehearsing, it is based on your creativity. You are bringing your creativity into play. And when you are practicing, you are restricting yourself to a particular phrase, a particular piece to be repeated over and over again. So I hope by this you'll be able to get the difference between practice and rehearsal. So whenever you're going to church again and your MD in church say, let's go for choir practice, then you tell your MD that it's choir rehearsal because you guys are rehearsing. Don't get me wrong. Does that mean that you cannot join both practice and rehearsal into your workflow on a rehearsal day? It's possible. Like I said, the difference is that you are practicing something. When you practice something, you are doing it over and over and over again. And when you're rehearsing, you are bringing your creativity into play. Thank you so much. I hope this will clear the air between choir practice and choir rehearsal. Till I come your way again, my name is Oluwatosin. Enjoy God.